It is a snowy Thursday. So happy it's Thursday, February morning. Not very much snow, but probably more than we've seen so far this year. Considering what we talked about yesterday, and that's how as you get older you can adopt to new technology, and how many people as they get older just don't adopt to new technology. That got me thinking about another thing I've noticed about getting older that I wanted to bring up. I'm considering, I got the feeling that I've already brought this up, but I think the concept for this show is going to be, I'm not going to ever repeat an episode, but I may repeat a topic, because who knows, I might have some new brilliant insight on it, or I may say something completely asinine that makes everybody laugh. So the idea here is the way that you experience time as you get older tends to accelerate. Point illustrated in when you're a kid and you're waiting for Christmas. As a 7-year-old, the week leading up to Christmas, when I'm not in school anymore, like last day of school is on the 18th, so you've got the 6 days leading up till Christmas where you're just nothing to do, you know? That week was excruciatingly long, and I found myself doing absolutely nothing, ridiculous stuff, like reading books I'd already read, playing old video games ad nauseum, and it just felt like it dragged forever. And then now, that week just gone. Partly because it's filled with stuff. You know, I'm of those 6 days, I'm typically working 2 to 4 of them. But beyond just that, it seems like everything just moves fast. Like summer vacation when you're, and even in youth, summer vacation when you're 6 or 7 seems to go on for years. Whereas summer vacation when you're 17 seems to go pretty quick. And then if you take summer vacation up into your 20s, it generally, it's not as long as you think it is. I remember kind of coming to the realization that summer vacation was really only 3 sets of 4 weeks, and even then it's kind of truncated, because sometimes you're moving up until June, and then the end of August, August 15th, you got to be ready to go. That seemed to really put a damper on it. But then it's more than just that. It's it's a little bit of everything. Everything seems to go faster. The years go by faster. The days go by faster. And the big one is the seasons. Because the phenomenon that infuriates me, for no good reason, I just get infuriated by humanity, again, for no good reason, is when you're at the office one day and somebody comes and goes, "Wow, it's September already." I said, "Yeah, I know. It seems to come around this day every year." Of course it's September already. Did you on a calendar? Yesterday you knew it was the last day of August. Today it's September. Or Memorial Day already. Goodness my gracious. Same thing. It comes around the same time every year. Or, boy, sure is getting dark out early. Yeah, we just had the time change. Of course it's getting dark out early. That's what happens. And I think this is partly 2 things. Number one, it's just people wanting to have a conversation about things that they noticed. But rather than just saying, "Boy, sure, it's dark out early now. Can't believe the time changed already." That kind of, like, they're commenting on how they can't believe it's happening this quickly. It's happening a lot more quickly than they would have expected it to. And that, I think, is a phenomenon of the first year that you go through life feels like, let's just say, a year. And then the next year and 2 or 3 years continue to feel that same way. But once you get a context, each year becomes a smaller proportion of your life. When you're 10, that year was 10% of your life. But when you're 30, a year is only 3 and a bit. Well, I suppose when you're 40, it's only 2.5% of your life. So as far as a percentage of your life, it is a lot shorter. You got a lot less a lot more context around that year. So it tends to go faster. So that accelerating factor is the reason that every year people are amazed that it's as late in the year as it is. You know, my office, we do billing on the first of the month, and every first of the month, the people who do billing will come in and say, "My goodness, what happened to the last month? What happened to February? What happened to March?" And I don't blame them. I'm infuriated and very amused at that. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you experience that also? Especially when you get kids, things tend to go really, really fast. And then, of course, we're busier. We're doing a lot more. Summer vacation, we got full-time jobs. It's not as much fun as it used to be. But I'd like to, know your opinion. What do you guys think? Have you experienced this phenomenon? And, what do you think you can attribute it to? And I certainly hope that you're able to kind of do what you can to put the brakes on, slow things down, and enjoy the time that you've got, regardless of what you're doing. Find something that you can latch on to and say, well, this year went really fast, but we also taught the kids how to play guitar, and we went on that awesome cruise vacation, and took them to this museum, that museum, and volunteered to help the school do this big project. So the year went fast, but look at what we accomplished this year. It was a good year. We did good stuff. So in any event, it's a little dreary out today. I hope it's nice where you are.